I was just reading, I got distracted. Someone sent me a list of the things that the AEW video game has, the post-launch downloadable content, including the AEW Fight Forever Matt Hardy pack, features 2 of Matt Hardy's many Matt Hardys. Matt Hardy and Broken Matt Hardy. There's the Fight Forever pack, FTR, which is, FTR Revival pack, that's cute, featuring FTR plus mini games like Death Race X and Join Us. There's also
wait a minute. So they couldn't put the best tag team in the company in the actual video game. You can download this for, I assume, an additional charge after the game is released, but also a racing game. Are FTR, are they race car drivers now?
Well, remember when they first showed up, they were in a truck.
Oh, God.
The AEW Fight Forever Limitless Bunny Bundle,
What?
which features the wrestlers The Bunny and Keith Lee, plus mini games like MJF Car Thrash, and whatever it's Sloth Sling. I thought it was Sloth Sting. I was like, what the fuck is Sloth Sting?
Sloth Sling? Well, what is Sloth Sling?
I don't know, probably something with Orange Cassidy, I would guess.
And what did they just determine, wait a minute, nobody's going to pay for Keith Lee, so if we put him in with the Bunny, maybe somebody will download him? What's the Bunny have to do with Keith Lee or vice versa?
There's also the Fight Forever Hookhausen Very Handsome, Very Evil pack, which features the AEW wrestlers Hook and Danhausen. The game will be available on Xbox, PlayStation, Switch. The Elite Edition will cost $79.99 and will also give you 24-hour early access. For anyone really excited, you can't wait.
So, how many of these things you think they're going to sell?
I don't know. I think it all depends on how much fun it is to play. Because a lot of people shit all over the graphics, and that will certainly turn off a lot of people. If the game comes out, to me it's not even about wrestling fans, it's about the general public. If the game comes out and word goes around that it's a fun game, it'll sell. Well, it may sell. There's no guarantees.
Well, okay, but let's say everybody, that's the Elite Edition with all the bells and whistles and the early access. What's the price on the game?
I don't know. I want to say it's more than likely either $59 or $69.99, but let me find out for sure.
Well, let's say it's $60, just as a round number. If everybody that watches the television show on Wednesday night buys one, and let's say that's 900,000 people, which they haven't averaged as a whole lately, but for round numbers, that would be 9 times 6, $54 million, right? But people were saying that that's gross. And what cut goes to the stores, or what cut goes to the mail order, what cut goes to Amazon? People were saying that they'd already spent tens of millions of dollars on it. How many of these things are they going to have to sell before they actually break even on the money they've spent? Because I don't know anything about the economics of this world.
Right, and neither do I. Even though I play video games, I've never really studied the business past, like, things I care about historically, like Nintendo versus Sega or whatever.
But it's not like out of each video game, AEW gets the entire $60. They had to make it. They had to send it. It had to be shipped somewhere. The stores take cuts. There, blah, blah, blah. So there's...
I have an article here. Let me just get it. This is from 2019. So again, things may be different now. I'll see if there's anything else. At a Game Lab panel last week, Paradox Interactive's Frederick Wester spoke on a largely unchanged revenue model, the 70-30 split. Developers keep 70% of a game's revenue.
What?
Developers keep 70% of a game's revenue, and the platform holders, Valve, Microsoft, Sony, Apple, Nintendo, and others, keep the remaining 30%.
Well, now, who's the developer in this case?
The developer would be, what's the name of the company that AEW is doing the video game with?
Well, yeah, whatever that. I'm saying the AEW is not the developer, so they get 30% of their own fucking game?
No. 30% goes to the platform. 70% goes to the developer. The developer may divide that 70% different ways. That's where I would assume AEW's money comes from.
What the hell is the platform?
The platform would be if you want to play the game on PlayStation or you want to play the game on Nintendo. If you buy it from their store or, it's a disc for their device.
Oh, good Lord.
That's
so none of this shit fits the other stuff. You got to get different formats of shit, like VHS and beta for PlayStation and whatever the fuck else it is.
However, with the rise of digital sales and the Epic Game Store's more favorable 88-12 split, Wester believes the 70-30 is outdated. Warner Brothers established a 70-30 split in the 70s as a precedent back when they released films on VHS and when video games were very much in their infancy. So this is an old model.
But the point is, the AEW's money for the game comes out of whoever's getting the 70% or whoever might be getting the 88%, but theirs comes out of that. So they're taking a percentage of a percentage. So my question is, how many of these son of a bitches do they have to sell to make money on the thing? We were hearing they spent $30 or $40 million or whatever the figure was at some point last year.
I have an article here. This is from GameRant.com. For every $60 video game sale, we can estimate that roughly 27 of those dollars go to the publisher, 15 go to the retailer, $7 go to returns, and the platform gets the remaining $4. Returns and the platform, and the remaining $4 goes to distribution and cost of goods.
So again, who is AEW in that exchange?
That's the thing. If the game sold $60 million worth of games, how much of that money would be? If AEW is only getting we presume, and again, it's based on this loose math off here, if they're getting a cut of the 70% that the developer gets, obviously it's a far smaller number they get.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So how many of these things, somebody out there in the cult of Cornette, figure out how many of these things they got to sell to break even on this deal? Because it sounds to me like there's a lot of fingers in that pie.